Hey crafty people, it's Wednesday. You know what that means? It's time for Work in Progress Wednesday. What have you been working on this week? Let me tell you what I've been working on. I'm Trina, and this is Trina Creates. So I've had a couple of projects that I've been working on kind of diligently for my work in progresses. One has been putting my studio back together, and I am literally maybe days, evenings, a couple of evenings away from being done with that. But I will be done by the end of this weekend because we're going to start having fun in Craft Studio again. My other project that I've been working on, my knitted children's sweater. This is the one I thought I would have been done with by now. But as you can see, I thought I remembered the pattern, but overshot the armhole. Do you see that little marker there? About that much? Yeah? That's how much I over knitted these rows on a size 5 straight needle, which means it took me probably a couple of weeks to get that far. Now I need to tink. And for those of you who didn't see that on my previous video, that's knitting backwards. Tink, knit. Almost banished this bad boy to the closet, but I came too far in 2020 to not succeed with that. So it's still a work in progress. And once I finish knitting back, I'll start knitting forward and finish it up. Another project that you may have seen a couple of times, and it's still in my bag because I want to consistently in 2020 finish projects that I start. And if there are, I'm not even going to say if, there are projects that I've started, in my past that I have not finished. In 2020, every so often, part of my weekly accountability is to pull one of those old projects out and bring it back into the rotation and finish it. And I'm going to see if I can knock out that list that I told you guys about that I start every year, that I had to just start capping off at 20 to be able to succeed in at least crossing a couple things off of that list for the year. I'm going to finish those. So my other project was my Lucky Charms cross stitch that I designed for St. Patrick's Day, which was in March. And now it's almost 4th of July. I need to design something for 4th of July. But I was struggling with this one because I had cut felt. I had tried different frames. I was going to make it into a pillow. I struggled so hard for this to be so small to not know how to finish this. But I was out shopping the other day. I'm going to put it in a frame. This is a 4x4 floating frame, and this is what I'm going to use to finish it. And my goal is to finish it before I make another work in progress video. So I want to get that done. My other project, if you saw my Craft Monday video, I finished these little felted fishies. It was my first time doing a needle felt project. I'm going to try it again. I have some other kits. I can't say that I love it, but I can't say that I hate it, but I can say that I just might have a wool allergy because I start sniffing when this wool comes out, and just rolling that ball took me out for a week. It tore up my hand. So it may be that maybe I love needle felt or needle felting with wool, or maybe it doesn't like me. Maybe I don't have a choice. I don't know. But we got to try it again to find out. Let's see. My next project, getting things out of my basket. That's a work in progress. I started it. It's not finished yet. But remember a couple weeks back, I was trying to figure out a 4th of July project, and I did the plastic canvas. That was the All-American box. Well, in that same binder, that binder was huge. There's so many projects. Flipping through, and I saw this cute little sweetheart box. I wanted to make it because it was cute. So this is, a couple of pieces. Next time when you see it, it'll either be done or I'll have more pieces to show you. But that's a work in progress for me. And let's see, what else do I have? Oh, so about April, one of my friends from college had put out a post on Facebook where, she wanted to, getting through the COVID shutdown, and she wanted to kind of bless and surprise 4 of her friends with little goodies during the lockdown. So I responded to her post, and the only thing that you needed to do in return was to kind of return the favor. So I posted it on my Facebook page, and I waited to see if I had 4 friends that wanted me to send them some little goodies. And I got 4, actually I got 5. So also this week I've been working on, and I finished 2.5 out of the 4 projects that I need to mail out. And I want to show it to you so bad because it's so cute. I saw it, one of my favorite YouTubers did this, and I saw it and I was like, I gotta make it. I'll show it to you next week after I put it in the mail, because I should be done by the end of this weekend. And once I put it in the mail to them and I've given it time for them to receive their package, then I'll post pictures. I'll talk about it. It's so cute. Let me see. Let me run through my list to make sure I caught all my projects that I'm working on. I don't want to get too many because I don't want to be overwhelmed to the point where it becomes a chore and then I can't get them finished. And I don't want to do that. I want to do finishes. The only other projects that I'm going to be working on are demos for some upcoming crafting sessions that I'm going to do. Some of them will be in the studio. I think I'm going to look at doing some of them virtually as well. So we'll see how that works out. So my demos that I'm going to work on, I'm going to be working on 3 different projects that are small that you can work on using basic crochet. There will be 3 projects that you can finish using basic crochet stitches. So the first one will focus on the single crochet stitch, and we'll end up with a finished project either by the end of the session, or when you go home and work on it, you should be able to finish it through on your own. I didn't want to, in the past, I went through 2 or 3 stitches and learned to crochet, and I think it may have been a little overwhelming. So I'm going to just focus on 1 stitch and let you perfect that 1 stitch, and then we move on to the next one. But at least you'll have a project, so you have an end goal in mind, because who wants to do something if there's no end goal in mind? Unless you're a crafter like me and you just like to start things. But this year we're finishing them, so a little different. I'm also going to do a demo for painting rocks. I saw something that was cool, and I'm going to paint some rocks. And I'm going to hide them all over Anchorage, and I may dry out the Palmer and hide them there. There'll be a little note at the bottom. I'm excited just thinking about this, just thinking about painting rocks. So I can't wait to show you what I do with that. And pom-poms. I'm in love with pom-poms. I have another friend that made some pom-poms, and it made me want to make some more pom-poms. So I'm going to come up with a project, and it'll more than likely be featured in a Monday video where I'm making something with pom-poms. It's on, y'all. It's a pom-pom party. Let's see. That's about it. That's it for my update this week. I hope you managed to get a lot of your projects done. I did get a lot done, and I love this accountability check-in. It keeps me honest, and it's definitely made me more productive. So until my next craft video, I wish you well, and as always, get your craft on. Bye. That's Work in Progress Wednesday. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share if you like this content. Also, leave me a comment below on your work in progresses so that I can see what you're working on and let me know what you want to see me work on. Don't forget to hit the bell to get notified of new videos if I go live. Stay crafty and get your craft on.